The NassCom Foundation has focused the last 2 years in the space of impact sourcing. The focus really being on a business that has a social impact and has an inclusive growth story.
In this model where impact sourcing is leveraged, BPO jobs are actually very aspirational for the folks that are participating in that work, and you get an employee for life.
They're spending that money in a much more impactful way. They're spending it in the village. All that money is really staying in the village, so it has a huge external effect on the entire community.
We've always believed that for any initiative to succeed, and more important to be sustainable, it has to be rooted not just on the tenets of social responsibility, but it's got to make business sense.
I think the advantages are very, very clear. It is really about reducing attrition because you're not displacing people and people are comfortable in their own ecosystem. It is really about cost management because cost of living is much more manageable there. And finally, it is about leveraging talent wherever it's available.
There's research in the world to show that dislocation has a negative emotional payback. And one of the things that what we do is we take jobs to where people are. To that extent, the dislocation of families is actually stopped.
So we estimate that right now there are about 6,000 employees of impact sourcing service providers working at about 40 centers pan-India.
Well, I think it is going to be extremely critical for the government to focus on improving quality of education, availability of power, telecom facilities, and finally about establishing a very safe and secure ecosystem for people who work there. This will truly enable governments to sort of decongest cities and create employment in all these Tier 2, Tier 3 centers.
The NassCom Foundation sits at this very unique place where we can work with our 1,300 plus member companies to really bring them into the space and introduce them to this sector and this new direction that the BPM sector is going in.
For that reason, we've done this deep dive into impact sourcing. And as luck would have it, we found a partner in this journey. We found several partners in this journey, but in particular the Rockefeller Foundation. Rockefeller Foundation was also looking at how is it that great jobs get created within the IT BPM sector, specifically for underserved communities.
Under NassCom, bring in private participation, training institutions, and the universities together to be able to achieve a quicker and a faster turnaround of people who would be employable, but at the same time provide employment, real employment opportunities in those areas.
At P&G, we obviously leverage a heavily outsourced model, both on the IT side and the BPO side. And one of the things that we're running into now, since we're fairly mature in that model, is how do we go to the next level of innovation, drive the next level of cost breakthrough, drive the next level of really transformation in that model.
All of our members, when we talk to them, they say that this is the future, they say that this is the direction that business process management is going. And so it's really just a question of how quickly does the industry go there.
Once you go there, you get access to a whole community, and you can actually open up the access to like-minded people for doing different activities. I think this is one area which has not been really explored.
We're acting as a catalyzer, a platform builder, to bring together the various stakeholders that are involved in the sector, but also to utilize the capabilities and know-how of NassCom.
We think as people in the industry, we have a responsibility to nurture these ideas and make sure that they reach a wider audience and that we are able to demonstrate the proof that this is an impact sourcing initiative which works.
If BPM has got to be sustainable, people have to take that leap of faith of looking at this model, because this is the model for the future where you're going to be able to take work to where talent is available. And if you're able to do that smartly, what you're going to be able to do is you're going to de-stress people, you're going to make people more comfortable, you're going to reduce costs, which is all very, very important to drive quality to end deliverables of clients.